Hey guys, I'm here today to talk to you about Flippa Scams, and is Flippa itself a scam? That is the question. I'll quickly answer the first one. Flippa is not a scam in and of itself, but it is a listing platform where anyone can list a website and anyone can buy a website. They don't thoroughly vet every website that's listed. They don't do that for you, so people can lie, people can do their own scams. It's not a scam, but there are scams on Flippa. I've actually fallen for one Flippa scam, and that was the only time I fell for it, and luckily I learned enough not to fall for it again. What happened was I was sitting at my computer and I saw an email from a Nigerian prince, and he said, you know what, you need to buy me a website on Flippa because I'm stuck in my home country, and once you buy me the website I can wire you $1 million and I'll become free. So obviously I wired him $1 million, and guys, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, at least I think I'm funny, I guess. So that didn't happen. There were no Nigerian princes involved, but I did make a website buying decision out of desperation. I did it. There were red flags, etc. I didn't dive into analytics. I didn't verify everything. So the first purchase I made on Flippa, I bought a site. The owner said it was making $350 profit a month, and in reality it was making $20 profit a month. I paid $1,300 for it, so I ended up paying 65 or so times multiple, which is actually funny because some people do pay 65 times multiple for a site these days. That's an insanely high multiple. You'd have to see huge opportunity there to even to be semi worth it. In this case, it was not worth it. The seller was lying about the revenue, lying about the profit, lying about the multiple. I fell for it. The first red flag was it was selling for 4 times monthly multiple. The going rate at the time was 20 times. If he'd actually been making $350 a month profit, he wouldn't have sold it for $1,300. That just doesn't make any sense. He could have just kept it a few more months, raked in the profit. He also could have just listed it for 20 times the multiple and got the going rate on it. So I think that's one red flag. If something is priced super under the multiple, you need to take a second look and really dive in. Honestly, on any purchase you need to really dive in, because anything can be misrepresented, or honestly the seller can just have a mismatch between their understanding and what is actually going on. For example, say a site is making $10K a month in revenue and it's an online clothing site. So the seller is running ads on Facebook. They're spending like $8K a month on ads for $10K in revenue. And then say they only have like a 20% profit margin on their clothes, so they're spending a ton on producing the clothes or shipping out the clothes. It could be that that seller is actually not making profit. Not only could they not be making profit, they could be losing money each month, even though they have a website that's generating $10K in revenue. So either maybe they don't fully understand that they're not making profit, they haven't really run the numbers, so they don't really put that in their listing, and maybe you don't understand. So this is something where if you don't understand what's going on, if you don't understand what they're spending money on, what money's coming in, you should not be buying the site. You need to have a full understanding of the business, how it works, where money's coming in, where it's going out, and you need to really get access to all the analytics, to all the revenue, to all the expenses, and make sure that you have a handle on that before you buy a site, because if it's a scam on Flippa, then you can avoid that. And if it's not a scam and someone's just confused, you can avoid that too. And then you can also make an informed decision and buy something that will actually have long-term value and profit for you. Doing the verification yourself and wrapping your head around what's a scam, what's not, what's just misrepresented, whether that's accidentally or on purpose, that's going to help you to make better website purchases for yourself. So I actually like that Flippa doesn't verify every site, because it allows me to take full responsibility to do so myself. Other brokers do fully verify, but say they make a mistake, or say they miss something, or say they're tricked, then you're less likely to catch it because you're in the mindset, oh, someone else already verified that. I don't need to verify. It's making this for sure. This is the traffic. This is everything as is. But even when someone fully verifies it for you, it's always best practice to go in and double check. And not even just double check, verify it from scratch on your own, because otherwise you could get led into a poor decision. And when you're buying a website and there's a lot of money on the line, you want to not be led into a poor decision. You want to make good decisions. So in addition to really diving into the screenshots and the traffic and the getting Google Analytics access and every other type of account access that they have, that they're making money from, that they're getting traffic from. In addition to doing that, I also separately do my own common sense test where you can look up or have a feeling for niche RPMs, RPMs in general, which RPM is revenue per 1,000 page views. So as long as you have a feeling for how much the site should be making in that niche, and then you know the traffic because you have the Google Analytics access, and you know the location of the traffic, so you know if it's high value traffic or low value traffic, and you have your other types of knowledge, like what's the conversion rate if it's a site that sells either affiliate products or direct e-commerce products, and you can do your own calculations using common sense numbers. Then compare that to the numbers that the seller is presenting, and that is in the screenshots and videos, etc. And then you can say, do these match up, or is there a huge mismatch? And if there's a huge mismatch, that's where you need to dive in more closely. And I have not bought sites when there have been these huge mismatches, either from data presented or common sense test versus the numbers, because at the end of the day, you need to listen to your intuition and your gut. You need to dive deep into the numbers, but then you also need to do your own number estimates, and then you need to listen to your intuition. And that's how you're going to make good decisions, and that's how I've made good decisions and purchases on Flippa as well. That's just a little bit of my tips how you can avoid a scam on Flippa, because a lot of people do misrepresent things, or they accidentally misrepresent things, and it's in your best interest to fully dive in on your own in every way, and also to listen to your own intuition. I hope that helps you guys. Let me know if you've fallen for a scam on Flippa or in any other walk of life, or if any Nigerian princes have messaged you this week, because put me in touch if they have. And let me know in the comments. I will reply to you guys. And also like this and subscribe, especially if it helped you and you want to see more videos at some point in the future. Thanks guys. Bye.